speak, is a very tireless health campaigner. She runs the Camden Defend Health Services. She's also the chair of London Keep Our NHS Public. And she's been really, really helpful to us in the Defend Whittington Health Hospital Coalition. And she's very informative, very supportive. Please give Candy a big round of applause. 4 minutes.
Yeah, I really wanted to talk about what we can do about all of this. But just in answer to the question about medical secretaries, one little piece of news. In South Yorkshire, medical secretaries and admin and clerical staff are on strike. They're striking against their job cuts, and I think that's the kind of direct action that we need. And I just want to say a couple of things, really. I think the first thing I want to say is that I think that we realise that the state of our health service is very critical, because it isn't just at the Whittington. There are 9 hospitals across London that are at threat of losing their casualty departments alone. This is a very big attack on our health service, and at the same time we know that people like Richard Branson, Virgin Healthcare, are waiting in the wings to take over our hospitals. They've already taken over community health services, and because of the Health and Social Care Act, they want now to get into our hospitals. And I don't know whether the Condems think we're stupid, but it does seem like the pressure that we're putting on has led them to try and pull the wool over our eyes. So at Lewisham, I don't know if you heard Jeremy Hunt saying he'd saved Lewisham Hospital, even though in South London, the hospitals that aren't at threat of closure, they want to parcel up into bits and hand them over to private companies. Then last week, at Charing Cross Hospital, the Tory council said that they'd done a deal and had saved Charing Cross Hospital and had gotten an extra £90 million for the hospital. Except where that £90 million came from was selling off bits of the hospital. Does that sound familiar? And though actually in Charing Cross it is selling it off to a private health concern. That's their plan. And then now we hear in this area that Lynn Featherstone claims that she saved the Whittington. So, I mean, I don't know whether they think that we're completely stupid, but I think that the reason why you've seen demonstrations of the size at Lewisham and meetings of the size tonight is because people really do care about the health service, and they understand that the reason why the profiteers are interested is because they know, just like we do, that the NHS is the jewel in the crown of the welfare state, and they want to get their hands on that profit. Actually, Maggie Thatcher never managed to privatise the health service like she planned. They tried, sadly the last Labour government did put money into the health service but changed tack and went for the drip, drip, drip privatisation. Now we've got the full frontal attacks of trying to make us pay for the mess that the bosses and the bankers got into, and as well as the privatisation. But the second thing that I would like to say as I wind up, because Shirley wants to move us along, is that we can win. That's what I think that we have to go away from this meeting from, because this government might be nasty, but they are weak as well. And I think that there are 3 things that we can do if we want to win. The first is we have to have the kind of massive demonstration like we did last time. So we stopped them last time. On March the 16th, everybody can get involved and make sure that demonstration is as big as possible. The second thing is, if they don't listen, we need direct action. We need the work-ins and the occupations and the strikes, like we have stopped hospitals from closing in the past. And the third thing, and I really welcome the call that Helmut made from Lewisham, the third thing is we cannot have divide and rule and each hospital left to fight on their own. And national demonstration called, we would have stopped the Health and Social Care Act. We have to learn that lesson and make sure that we put out a call from this meeting that we will back a demonstration in London, if Lewisham are calling it, that we call from this meeting for the unions, for the Labour Party when they meet at their conference next Saturday in London, for everybody to come behind a national campaign, because the poll tax finished off Margaret Thatcher. Let's make sure the NHS cuts and privatisation finish off this government.
Yes to that.